If you're not at the ADX in Melbourne, you guys are missing out. There's prizes you win $10,000 at the Evoke stand. There's people here that are throwing stuff. I'm going to learn how to do that in a second. There's so many materials and dental prizes, and you're just missing out. 20%, what did I win?
So you've just won 20% off our amazing UCAFS course, Unlocking Confidence and Financial Savvy. It's for dentists who have been out for a couple of years, maybe even longer. The ones that are feeling a bit burnt out, unfulfilled, have lost their purpose, don't know why they're coming to work anymore, don't know if dentistry is the thing that they should be doing. This is the course for you. You're going to learn some amazing communication skills. You're going to get a boost of energy, feel motivated again to really make a difference in your patients' lives.
Look, unbiased opinion, best stand, best course ever. Now I gotta keep going. All right, Dr. Bye. Hey guys, this is Sean, the CTO of Dental for Web. Now Sean, one of the issues that we have is that as a practice owner, I've got to manage my own data.
Dental for Web was designed with the practices in mind. We took into account the practices that use Dental for Windows.
Yes.
And the problems they had with managing their own data, their security, hacking issues and whatnot. Dental for Web still has the familiar workflows of Dental for Windows, but we do the managing of the data so the practice can rest easy, their data is secure,
yes,
and they're not going to be liable to their patients. With Dental for Web, we have looked at every touch point of the patient experience. Now, if you want to ask a patient to make a deposit before
make an appointment,
yes,
you can do that.
I've
been asking for that feature for so long.
Exactly.
So as an owner, not only can I get the patient interaction, but I can get the practice statistics,
absolutely,
and this is included as well. If you guys want to brush off the responsibility of data safety, Dental for Web. I'm trying to see how much money my dentist have made for me because I'm an owner and I'm going to work them to the bone. Dr. Krish, he's done so well. He needs a bonus. Insights is amazing because it allows you to get a snapshot of what's happening in your practice with very pretty visual displays. Not like a number-based thing like accountants will give you, which you don't know what's going on. Do you know what I hate as a practice owner the most? Is the boxes and boxes and boxes of receipts that we have to store from all our patient transactions for 7 years. We have so many boxes of these that it hurts me. And it hurts me physically. I hurt my shoulder the other day from grabbing one off the top shelf and trying to get it into the incinerator so I can get rid of it. Adam, tell me about this new machine.
So CommBank Smart Health, it's our direct competitor to HiCaps.
Yeah?
There's no more receipts that you need to store in boxes in dirty, dusty cupboards, right?
Yes.
So we capture the patient's declaration
yes,
on the terminal, and that's stored digitally.
Okay.
So you can retrieve it anytime within 7 years. The terminal can be used anywhere within the practice for both payments and health claiming.
No base station?
So no base station. So currently we integrate with Dental for Windows.
Oh, beautiful.
And we're expanding our offering to integrate with more practice management systems.
But do you know what else is even better? It's a one superpower that we have as dentists, which is getting loans with hardly any deposits down. Now I heard that we could get up to $3 million with almost no money down.
Correct. So our team of business bankers can do up to $3 million for our healthcare clients, our dentists, with minimum financial information.
What about if I wanted to buy a house or something? Do I have to pay the 20% deposit like everyone else does?
No, we can do up to 100%.
For homes as well?
For homes.
If you don't want to store receipts, and if you want to get money for no money down, CBA Health, way to go. In the Power Up residency, I teach my students not to show x-rays to their patients because it makes no sense to them. When we look at x-rays, we've had years of training and experience into understanding how x-rays work. When people look at it, they just see gray. They just see this fuzzy thing and they don't know what it's like. It's like the first time you and I looked at an x-ray and we're like, what is that? And that was true until this. This gamifies decay diagnosis. Patients can clearly see enamel, they can see nerves, they can see these pink areas that indicate decay, and if they hover over it, it tells you how much decay is in the dentine and the enamel.
This software has been expertly trained using computer vision with over 10 million radiographs, expertly annotated by over 1,000 dentists to create the algorithms for everything you're seeing. Patients are immediately becoming engaged. They're putting their hands up and asking questions about their oral health.
So if you're struggling with diagnosis, if you're having a long, hard day and you're struggling, I don't want to diagnose some x-rays, or your patient's like, I don't want x-rays, so they see no value in it, this might change their mind. Once they see what it actually does and you're getting real data from it, they might say yes to x-rays. Ice cream time. Thank you. Hey Hazel. Did you know Hazel is an inventor? Tell me about the invention process. What did you invent and how do you actually invent something in dental? So I have all these ideas and I'm like, how do I make them real products?
Well, it's complicated. My husband's a dentist,
Right.
Dr. Tiv,
Yes.
and I worked in the arts. So I'm around the kitchen table
Yes.
making cupcakes with the kids, and he's trying to figure out how you don't lose bars.
Right, and he's complaining to you and
Yeah,
you're like, I
oh,
want to stop
well,
this
yeah,
incessant
I'm like,
complaining.
oh, yeah, and he's like, oh, how do I do that? Blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm making cupcakes with the kids, so why not use silicon? So these are made from silicon.
Wow, so there's actually friction in there so they don't fall out.
Correct. From that, then we invented a couple of other products. So how do you manage your blocks? Really difficult. You can put this on the wall, they don't fall out, the blocks pop in. People like to work in places that are organized.
Yes.
So
And-
really important.
And you know what, at our practice, we have the same best setup for every room in the exact same order and the staff love it because they're like, we just know what we're doing.
We were looking at doing something that was sustainable, again, really important to us. So we wanted to do a lip and cheek retractor that was kind of had an edge to it, that was autoclavable. This not only holds the lips out of the way, but it also holds the cheeks out of the way.
Oh yeah, so you've got this little flap
Yeah,
there
yeah,
as well.
yeah,
okay.
so-
It's fantastic because a lot of the other products you have to throw them away after a single use. And I already feel bad about all the plastic we throw away. So having something reusable is economic
Yes.
and good for the environment as well, I'm guessing.
Absolutely.
So there you go, Hazel, dental inventor with all sorts of products. Don't miss out the ADX. We're at the Amalgadent stand. My God, it's 8 p.m. My wife's calling me. I've still got to do my notes. I wish there was a better way. Is there a better way?
There is Heidi.
Tell me about Heidi. AI is like right in the tech space, and I feel like this is like the primary use case for it. So tell me all about Heidi because I am super excited.
Absolutely. So Heidi is your AI transcription tool. So essentially what it's going to do is listen to you in the background and live transcribe your consultation with your patient into text.
Yes.
And then it's going to write your note for you in whatever format that you want.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. So you're saying I just record the consultation I'd have anyway,
That's correct.
and then
No changes?
no changes, and then I hit a button, and then my notes appear,
Yes.
and then I go home early, and my wife is happy, and life is better. What's the catch? There's got to be a catch. This sounds too good to be true.
There isn't a catch, and there's also a free version. So it's pretty easy to get started.
Okay, so I can trial it, see if I like it, and if I
100%.
like it, then we can join up. Hi. Hey, Dr. Segal, the inventor of U-veneers. You've got a new invention called the butterfly matrix. Tell me about it.
So the butterfly matrix has actually come to replace the cellulose strips and the Teflon tapes,
Yes,
but it has other benefits.
sure. And it's called butterfly matrix. It looks like a butterfly.
Yeah.
How
looks
cute
like
is
a
that?
butterfly. It's a stretchy strip with
Yes.
a wedge, integrated wedge in it. The wedge has to be on the gum
Okay.
because it's a wedge. I pull it like that and then I insert it between the two teeth,
Oh, wow, easy as that.
easy, and then I just pull it towards the buckle.
Yeah, I
and
can see the wedge coming out.
is coming out. The good thing is the wedge is soft, so it doesn't create the black triangles like a stiff wedge.
Yes.
And it's also stop the bleeding of the papilla.
And look
in
at that,
this
it
way.
holds itself.
It's holds itself. It's transparent,
Yes.
very easy to remove, very easy to insert.
So if you want to be able to use or do anterior restorations with hands-free so you don't have to like hold the celluloid strip there, the butterfly matrix. Dr. Segal, come to the Evoke stand at the ADX. Have you had this problem with a practice where you know you want to grow, you know you need extra resources to help you do what you want to do, but it's hard. You got to like recruit staff, you got to manage them, you got to fire them, and we all hate that kind of stuff. We hate hiring and managing staff. We might have a solution for you. This is 2Connect, and they have remote offshore staff that can help you. Tell me about 2Connect.
So 2Connect provides remote offshore employees for our clients, and we support the healthcare and medical sector.
Right.
We take care of all of the vetting, checking, screening, and have a focus on placing specialist talent for our clients.
What specialist talent to someone that doesn't know what that means?
So for example, for our dental clients that we work with, most of our employees that we place for them have a dentistry background, so they can really integrate and fit in with the company a lot quicker than a traditional support employee.
Right, rather than just some random person off the street that you have to train up from absolute scratch.
So we go through a process where we help our clients to profile the exact role that they need to place within the practice.
Right, yes.
We support the onboarding. There's a performance management program that we support our clients with as well.
Yeah.
So it's end to end from concept, recruitment, onboarding to management, and our goal is to retain good employees.
Wow. There you go. So if you need help with your practice and you need resources that you don't have time to get, then this might be for you. 2Connect. And this is practice success. We all need to go to the gym. And you know what? We know we need to go, but we don't really go. We also know with our minds we need to have more freedom. We know that we can change our world by seeing things differently. We know it, but we don't do it. So we need a personal coach for our mind. This is where Limitless Minds helps us.
Limitless Mind is basically bridging that gap that we come to the retreats, come to the programs, we learn something, we know how to shift our mind, and after that we just slip into day-to-day busy life. So we kind of forget, how to actually embody that freedom and feeling good and being joyful and have that fulfillment because we don't have time.
It's true, because I've just come back from a holiday and 3 days later the stresses of life come in.
We help people to understand what actually happens in brain, what happens with your emotions, and what are the chemicals that you actually have in your body when you're stressed or when you're happy, when you're grateful. Yes. So we try to show people what is actually happening in the body. Yes. So now they understand, they can come to retreat and they can start to practice things. So they try for 1 minute, 30 seconds, and they learn about different techniques.
Personal coach for your mind, Limitless Mind. Come to the Evoke stand, ADX. So if I want to move 10 million to the Cayman Islands, how can I... Oh, hi there. Well, you know what all dentists need is an accountant. And at William Buck, they are arguably one of the best accountants in Australia, so they've told me just before. So tell me, what do you guys actually do?
So we work with dentists and healthcare professionals all across Australia, helping them right from the start of their practice throughout their entire journey of growth, exit, and wealth preservation.
Well, that's really important. You know what I saw? I saw that film about Elvis Presley. And it shocked me that he worked so hard. He was the most popular artist of all times. By the end of it, he had no money, he was in debt. So it's not only about creating wealth and generating wealth, but how to store it as well.
Yeah, that's it. It's so important, and we really like to work with our dentist clients to help them on their journey and make sure that by the time they're ready to retire, they can have the life that they want, and also whilst they're working as well.
So tell me, Sam, what is the biggest mistake that dentists make with their accounting?
Not getting the advice till after they've tried to do something without advice. So my tip is to get advice first. That way you do it once and you do it right.
I want to build a second dental practice, but I have no idea where to even start. Evoke, you guys seem like the answer. Can you help me?
Absolutely, I hope we can.
Tell me, Jerry, tell me how you're going to help me.
So, first off, Tiv, have you found a site?
Well, there's this block of land I was looking at, I haven't bought it yet. Is that the best time to talk to you guys?
100%. Don't sign anything, talk to us before you do.
Okay, sure.
The main thing that we want to make sure is that this site that you've found, yes, can fit what you actually want to put on the site.
Yes.
And secondly, can you legally build the practice on that site?
Because sometimes you get a block of land 100%. And you can't build, and you get stuck with this expensive block of land.
And right. And some property guys might tell you that it's zoned correctly for the use, but it may not be.
So you'll take care of all of that stuff?
Absolutely. So the purpose of the explore phase of our process,
yes,
so it's a three-step process: explore, design, build.
Makes sense.
And the exploration phase is really about doing due diligence and site feasibility to make sure that what you're going to put your money into is going to work.
How much is that going to cost me?
Exactly right. And for you to be able to do the calculations on a return on investment, how long is it going to take me to get a return on this? Is it actually worth doing? Do a business case, get the funding approved before you actually sign anything. Then once you know that that property will work for you guys, then we can look at, we sign our heads of agreement and we develop that design through to construction phase.
So if you want to build a practice, whether it's medical or dental, and you just want someone to help out all of it, Evoke, they're the guys for you. Yeah, dentistry is so hard.
Dentistry is really hard. Well, one of the only ways that people think there is to be profitable these days is to be more efficient.
Yes.
And get faster.
And faster.
And faster.
And do more.
And cut the appointments down.
Less and less time.
Sell more
less time.
And sell more implants and all that sort of stuff.
We want everyone to have quality of life, great relationships with their patients and with their families, their partners.
Yeah.
Okay, how many times are people isolated or forgotten?
A lot.
Or don't see their partners?
So we coach in the dental space.
Yes.
We coach programs. We add between $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 to a practice in a year.
Yeah, wow.
But we do it by going slower.
In order for all this to work, you need to work on you.
And yourself. Come to the ADX, meet these guys, they're amazing. Look, I did this years ago and it blew my mind. Basically, you get some of your biome, put on the microscope, you get to have a look at it, and it will blow your mind. You will brush and floss like you never have ever before.
And your patients will come back.
And your patients will come if you do it to them. So come down, have a look, you're going to be amazed. Hey, we all know about GDR. It's a place where you send recent grads to get clinical hands-on skills and mentoring. I'm with Tasha, the events coordinator of GDR. And Tasha, tell me about what special promotion you have for the ADX.
So this weekend, we are actually giving $500 off the residency if you sign up by Sunday nights. So the offer is for anyone who's attending or seeing this offer online.
What do you reckon the students get the most out of GDR?
Well, obviously the skills that they build in the in-person workshops. We run 5 of them throughout the 12 months that they sign up with us. The mentoring is probably the biggest part that everyone loves. They get to build their confidence, they get to bring their clinical cases, and just have that person to go to with any questions that they're unsure about.
So $500 off ADX, GDR, clinical experience, mentoring. You won't regret it. Look, before you break your computers, because I know IT sucks, you know what sucks less? When you have someone to help you out. Nick here is from Interfuse. Interfuse basically works with health professionals and IT. So they combine the two together, which is amazing. So you know how different healthcare IT is from regular IT. Now, Nick was telling me the biggest issue practices have is from cybersecurity. People hacking in, taking your patient data, selling it off, we can get into big trouble. But it sucks a little bit less if you have someone looking it for it for you. So if you need someone, Interfuse. I know practice success gets people that are talented to help business owners scale their business and solve problems that they don't know they've had. Tell me more about it.
You know, what started out as a let's do an event to create a bit of a community.
Because you have a yearly event, don't you?
Yes, so we now do an annual event for dentists, and this year it was practice success for dental, and we did the 5 Ps of practice success. So that was planning, place, people, promotion and process. We're now doing CPD points for every event.
Yes, and how many people did you have at the last event?
So I think we had about close to 700 registrations for the last dental event. Yeah,
wow.
Amazing. And about 80% of those are practice owners. The value of events like this is really bringing those that talent pool together in a physical setting rather than an online setting. There's always plenty of help out there for the clinical aspect of dentistry, but it's the business side of dentistry. And you know, whether that's starting a practice, scaling, whether you want 1 practice or whether you want 10. It's whatever success looks like for you as a practice.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Jerry. It's a pleasure. See what I have to do for a good video shoot? No one knows what I have to actually go through. Cleaning iPads for people, behind the scenes.